Give me a minute, and let's talk about Russian drones striking NATO member Romania. Now, nobody thinks that the Russians intentionally sent these drones to hit a NATO country. It's just the vagaries of war and the unpredictability of events. But it highlights a couple of things. So first of all, what happened? Last night, just after midnight, likely during my live, right, when so many people were here and we were talking about the day's news, down in Crimea, the drone operators there were getting ready and launched a barrage of drones at Ukraine. Many of these were headed to the port infrastructure on the Danube River just to the west of Odessa, to the port of Ismail, which has taken up a lot of the slack for export for Ukraine since Odessa has been so badly damaged in Russian attacks over the last 2 years. This is a stark reminder that while we are going on about our lives, the Russians are loading munitions and sending them here to unalive Ukrainians. And in this case, for whatever reason, we don't know the reason, 3 of those drones went astray. This is according to a helicopter crew of Romania's 57th Air Base there near Ismail, across the river. Now, what's the concern here? This country is bordered by NATO all around. Poland, Romania, Hungary. What's going to happen when an Iskander-M goes astray and unalives a bunch of Poles? What's going to happen when a KH-101 lands in an apartment complex in Romania? What's going to happen? Eventually, just the sheer volume of munitions in the air here, the scale of the Russian attacks is going to result in some of the neighbors getting hit. And that's where we get into the big concerns about escalation. The longer we let this thing drag on, the longer we drip our aid to the Ukrainians and give in to the fears in our minds about the Russians and their nukes, the longer and greater that the concerns are going to be, and the greater the possibility of escalation, that this thing spills over and we start seeing other nations involved. I really think that's the reality. And it is all highlighted in these 3 Shahed drones, nearly $1 million worth, $750,000 worth of drones, going astray, and as you can see, hitting the territory of the neighbors. It's not a good look, Russia. I want to send a big shout out and thank you to Roger Carrere, who is the sponsor of this video. Roger, I literally could not do this without the help of folks like you. So thank you so much.